Now, South Africa, without further ado, it's time for us to meet our very first guest. Radiant and glowing skin has become everyone's obsession. For centuries, women have been on a quest for more radiant skin. So today in The Loft, we have beauty expert and owner Tash King of Pure Beauty Salon to show us how to get that J-Lo glow with dermaplaning. Welcome to The Loft.
Hi, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here today.
Now, Tash has already been taking me on a crash course of all things dermaplaning, and I mean, you're just such an expert when it comes to skincare. So just establishing you as a skin therapist, how did you get your start?
So basically, I've always been passionate about skin, and my journey as a therapist started with my own skin. I used to have very bad acne and pigmentation, and once I got control over that, I then decided to study skin therapy so that I could help other women with their skin. And that's basically where my passion turned into my career.
Well, girl, we're here for it, and I'm here for learning what this is all about. So can you just talk us through and help us understand what is dermaplaning?
So dermaplaning essentially is a form of manual exfoliation where I'll use a surgical scalpel or a blade and gently remove up to 3 weeks worth of dead skin. And the bonus of the treatment is actually that the fine facial hair, we all as women have little peach fuzzies that sit on our skin, so that actually comes off at the same time too.
Wow. So number one question, how safe is this procedure?
It's very safe as long as you go to somebody that has been professionally trained. I mean, it is a blade at the end of the day and you only have one face, so just make sure that the person you go to has been trained in how to use the dermaplaning tool.
Well, I would love to see how this works because I've seen it blow up on social media. I think every time I flick through my Explore page, I see someone going through a procedure and I'm like, I want to find out a little bit more about that. So essentially, this is a different way of getting that deep exfoliation, that deep cleansing.
And a nice natural glow that comes through. So you're taking off all the dead skin cells and your baby, fresh, healthy cells are going to start showing through. So you can come in for the treatment, it's an hour, you walk out with beautiful glowing skin, you can go out that evening to an event, so it's lovely. I've actually set up my client already here, prepped her skin, so I've got the blade here. Can I start?
Girl, go ahead. I'm so intrigued. I'm like zooming in.
Yeah, sorry, I need to put the light on quickly.
Okay, so essentially you have to make sure that you can see what you're doing.
You definitely need to be able to see.
Get that plate going, and then comes time for that blade.
And you'll be able to see all of that coming off already. I'll show it to you. I've got a nice little piece of paper here.
I love that. So essentially being able to do this, I mean, a lot of people go through it and see it and it looks very, very painful. And it seems as if, you know, I don't know if I'm one for it. So can you just tell us more and more benefits of this procedure?
It's not painful at all and the results are instant. There's no downtime. It's actually very relaxing. So most of my clients will come in and say, oh no, I'm very scared because it's a blade. And as soon as I start, they're like, oh, is that all it's going to feel like? So it's actually really, really a nice therapeutic treatment, and it's also satisfying for me, to be honest, to watch everything coming off.
I know a lot of people also find that satisfying, watching it all come off at the end. But now another question is, you know, a lot of people think if you're dealing and handling the hair follicle, when it grows back, does it grow back thinner or thicker?
Not at all. So because I'm not affecting the bulb or the root of the hair, it's not structurally possible for the hair to grow back thicker or darker. But that is a very, very common question that I get asked.
Now, I can believe that this is just a great treatment to lightly resurface the skin, and it can be done on pregnant ladies as well because there's no acids used to exfoliate.
Exactly, and there's no risk of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation like there is with lasers and waxing because I'm not causing any inflammation to the skin. So you'll see the skin hasn't gone red. It's actually just looking beautiful and nice and smooth. You just have to be careful with someone that's got cystic or pustular acne because obviously you can't dermaplane over that. But I'm sure you can see everything that's coming off here. So this is a mixture of the little peach fuzzies and then little dead skin sitting inside there.
So when you do think of the perfect client or the perfect person that needs to be a customer of yours when it comes to this procedure, who's that type of person and what problems do they normally go through?
So someone who's just feeling like, oh, my skin's looking a little bit dull and dehydrated and just not looking so great. I mean, someone like that, anybody can have it done though, but normally it's like, I don't know what to do with my skin, I'm just feeling a little bit blah. So they'll come in and straight away, when they actually fall asleep during the treatment, to be honest, and they'll leave with a beautiful glowing skin. So it's for anybody really.
Beautiful. So this is essentially a one-trick pony for every type of audience member out there. And I also love the fact that, look, I can see the model right now. She is 100% 100% relaxed. There's no worry on her right now. Of course, I can't ask her a question because she still does have a blade on her face.
Yes.
But Tash, I love the fact here that you are so delicate. You're taking your time. You're quite soft and light-handed as well.
Yes, no, you have to be. I mean, it's a very sharp blade, so you've got to be very careful with what you're doing. And also, I've done this thousands of times, so I know how to handle the tool. But you've also got to be careful. You've got to watch your client in case she needs to cough or sneeze or anything. You've got to be able to move the blade away very quickly. But you can do the entire face. So I just did here so you can have a little...
I can already see that before and after. Yeah. I mean, it's quite definite, especially from the naked eye right now. Very, very smooth right now. And I can only imagine that baby soft feeling that she has. Yeah. I kind of want to try this myself.
No, you must come. You must have it done. You will love it.
Well, South Africa, let me know if I should try this, or better yet, would you try this yourself? Use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. Now, this is actually a safe way to remove hair as well, with less grist than laser, as Tash said, tweezing or threading, because essentially it doesn't cause inflammation to the skin at the same time like waxing does. I'm here for that, Queen.
And also afterwards, anything that I do put onto her skin will be able to penetrate deeper because you don't have that dead skin layer sitting there. So anything that you are using at home, I mean, everybody's got active ingredients in their skincare, so that will be able to work better. So you're getting benefits out of your skincare at home too. So you'll see at the end, I'll put a nice hydrating mask on for her, and you'll see the after, nice, beautiful J-Lo glow that we all want.
I love that. How long does it take then from the first beginning of your microplaning, dermaplaning, to you putting on that mask for her?
So it will take about 20 minutes for the entire face, but then normally my clients will opt for add-ons. So we can do like a hydrating mask afterwards or a nice little oil. I've even got a few little fancy tricks up my sleeve in my salon. Yeah, so you must come and have a look at everything else that I offer too.
Quite a lot to offer.
Afterwards, yeah.
You know, Tash, a lot of people say when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you do good. So when it comes to some of your clients and your patients that you see on a daily basis, what type of internal effect does these procedures have, or do these procedures have, when they do have that confidence and that glowing skin?
And that's the key word, is confidence. So when you don't have very good skin, I mean, your confidence levels, you know, they go quite down. So when I had my terrible acne and that, I remember I was very self-conscious. I didn't want to go anywhere. So if I can help someone, they come into my salon for an acne treatment, they walk out and they are immediately feeling confident because their skin's looking a lot better. So yeah, I've got a lot of different clients that will come in, anti-aging, teenagers even for their acne. I've got tightening treatments that I do, but this is by far 90% of what I do in my salon, the dermaplaning.
Okay, girl. Well, it seems as if today is all about that transformation from the inside out. I'm even afraid to ask the price point. Is this just a little bit affordable? Like, would I be able to walk in and get this done?
100%. It's very budget friendly. So anybody that, you know, if you're wanting to do a monthly facial, this is the go-to facial for you. And then, like I said earlier, your products will work better at home. So you are getting better use out of your active ingredients at home.
Absolutely. And again, South Africa, you are no skin therapist. Please do not take any sharp objects at home and think that you can try this out yourself or on a loved one. This is because we've got an expert in the loft, Tash King, showing us essentially all of the benefits of dermaplaning. Now, essentially, just as we're about to say goodbye to you, and we'll catch up with you at the end, just to see that before and after, if you were to just highlight, just briefly, those tips and benefits, essentially, those benefits once again.
So the benefits of the dermaplaning is because it's instant. You will walk in with, you know, you've got the peach fuzz, you've got the dead skin, and you'll walk out with a beautiful glowing skin. It is painless. There's no downtime. I often do a few brides the day of their wedding or the day before. And your products will work better. Anything that I put on afterwards will work better. Any form of exfoliation is really good for your skin. It keeps the cells active, it's rejuvenating. So this definitely is something for everybody to try because of the exfoliating. And it's not a chemical peel where there's downtime, you can't go in the sun. This you can literally, obviously the sun is my number one no-go, and sunblock
is everything.
That is my number one holy grail. But with this, you don't have to avoid the sun, or, you know, you stay inside like you would with a chemical peel. well.
Beautiful. Well, Tash King, thank you so much.
Thank
and thank
you
you
very
to your
much.
very willing model today, being able to be pampered just as she is. Now on social media, Mzansi, because it's all about the transformation, we're saying we're keeping fit today with our gym bunnies, Rita and Dolly and Rashana Isaacs. So who is the person that keeps you accountable in your life? Now, it might not be accountable being fit. It might be accountable financially. Just make sure you use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. But today, after the break, we meet those fit duo.